There we go. Yeah, I'm just not exactly sure how they came back. I don't know. It had to have been something like being reverted back, or it was something that Klaus had done. Because they were technically one blade. It just happened to be like split personalities. But yeah, something had to have been done that, brought him back as a separate entity, like two separate entities. So, well, hey, they came back. And because it was pretty much saved, now we have this. Saved it just before the final fight, so we could, pretty much farm the final boss. And we also get the bonus little screen here, too, at the title. This also has a random thing that happens, too. I don't know if we're going to get it. Because a couple of the times, they pretty much just stare off into the distance. I don't know if it's going to happen, though. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we now got access to New Game Plus. Yeah, so what's supposed to happen randomly is Nia also shows up right there, too. But I don't know how to trigger that. But yeah, we definitely have more to do, but yeah, that was the final chapter. So for now, yeah, we will continue working on the game so that we could get ready for New Game Plus, because that'll give us the rest of it. So I will see you in the next episode. And take it easy. Whew, now we're back. Yeah, so because we saved it just before the game had saved it just before the final boss. Pretty much plops us right back to here. Yeah, so right now, yeah, that was pretty much it for the main story. And now we can just get ready for the New Game Plus. So one of the things I first wanted to do, obviously we can't do the Indoline stuff. Some of the stuff here is transferred. If you were wondering, like, if the shops, if I could, like, get to them again, at a certain point, they actually transfer over to Leftheria. They travel over to Fonset. A couple of the shops that we do see, so... But yeah, when we get in the New Game Plus, we can actually build on the development for Indoline, because that also has, like, its own list of mercenary missions that we can complete. And there are a couple of quests that are available with that. So we could do that in New Game Plus. But some of the other stuff here, like development and whatnot, we can actually do now, which will be just fine. Oh yeah, by the way, I should point out,
that was a slog.
at the tail end
Okay,
of
I'm ready
the
to head out.
cutscene there where... Oh, is that Cosmos? Where Pyra and Mithra are brought back. We don't know exactly what Pyra says. I think some people have theorized based on the mouth movement, but we don't know what she says. My maintenance is fully complete, Master. Yeah, so she's just hanging out. Alright, so the best way to do this is pretty much sell stuff. We still gotta get the deed for the groceries here. Let me double check. Okay, I think I have to do another mission here. But yeah, we did get a couple of things for the boss, too. 50% chance of attacking again. Successful. Yeah, so some of these we can definitely sell the common. We don't need those anymore. Get rid of these because we don't need them right now. Goodbye common crystals. These we'll keep. These are pretty much going to be for the other blades. And speaking of, after we do the final boss, there is actually another one that is unlocked. Let's see if she actually... Yeah, right here. After Dahlia, there is another one that is unlocked that we could potentially get now. This one is actually pretty decent and is actually related to Cosmos, which is actually kind of fun. I'm actually glad they brought the second one, because this one is another character from the Xenosaga series. So we will actually be trying to get her. But yeah, I guess we'll see. So we now have a pool of 3 blades that we could get. Some of these other ones, like Vess, we saw her a couple of times. She was standing in Gormont. Some of them are tied to quests, whereas some of the other ones we have to actually pull for. Newt here and Finch. And now this one we'll have to pull for, but some of these other ones are tied to quests. And if you're wondering, there is another one up here that is kind of interesting, and we will actually be doing that one in a bit. Probably within the next couple of episodes, we'll probably get that one started. But it's going to be its own thing too, so. Alright, so we do have some spending money. I'm just going to sell all this stuff so we can increase the development here. Just like before, some of the stuff that we get, we can just toss because I don't usually use it. Especially with like the reflex stuff, I never really use any of this, so it's pretty much just fodder for whatnot. However, I think some of the, like this would increase damage dealt to insects. I could probably save this for like certain enemies if we need to farm them. So it would make it easier for me to like take them out. Movement heal I don't exactly need. Yeah, some of this I could just let go. 50% chance of evading range. Don't need it. Flash blade switch. I would like to get the 5 for this. I would rather have the 5 so we can farm for that. Don't need either defense. And with healing, I would rather get ones like this. Every time we hit with the driver art, we get HP back. Right over at level 3, so we can toss these. Boost return for specials, we can toss these because I don't really use them. Yeah, so plenty of stuff to sell. I can't remember who has the level 3. It's going to be one of the named enemies. I can't remember who. But for now, I'll keep that, because I can equip that to Nia, because she uses the claws to launch through Nim, so we could actually give that to her. And increase the attack of all weapon classes. I don't need that, because we could get better ones. Topple duration, I think we have a different one as well. Oh, that is a stark difference too. Yeah, like this. Yeah, so black belt we could toss because the level 1 of platinum belt is actually better than the level 3. So yeah, we could definitely toss that. When we get a better one, we will keep that one and toss this one. And then these, I don't exactly need them, so I'll just toss them as well. And I get to buy some of these cylinders. I don't think that's going to... Okay, so that didn't give us anything. Let's head over to any of the 5-star ones. So let's head over to Torgoth. Because there is a couple of these that we can do. Yeah, because I think when it comes to like the blades that we could do in their quests, like Vess, for example, I think I'll have like a separate episode for each one, because I could get the like unlocking the blade itself and then getting the affinity up so we could get the quest unlocked for them and continuing on. And then we could go from there. I think I'll make those like individual episodes. It'll be much easier because I can like edit it into like 1 or 2 episodes. Because we still have to get a couple of them too. A couple of the other ones. So I'll just buy all of them. Also double check some of these other ones too, because we have done some of these. Ah, there we go, deed. Increase item discovery rate by 10%. Yes. Yeah, we get the little star. I think this one as well. No. Okay, so we have to wait for that one. Let's see. You have a quest or a mercenary. Ha! We got that one. Okay, nice. Oh yeah, Cafe Save also has stuff too. Victory Smoothie? I know I did... Whoops. I only meant to buy one. Okay, so that one's still locked. Yeah, and Tilly Bakery also has an item that's locked behind the quest. I have to get that particular blade first. But we do have some of the shops that we can check out down here. Yeah, because it has been about a week and a half since I've checked down with the shops here. Because I was doing all that farming. There were a couple of deeds that I had unlocked, but I just have to find out which ones. And I could usually just tell what they have. Okay, so that one's a no. What about this one? I don't think this one is one either. Yeah, so I think I have to get the quest for that. Nothing over here. Alright, let's check out... Yeah, because a good way to tell would be going to the list here. Yeah, right there. There are 6 different ones that we can do. We can do this now. Yeah, because we have a Zame, which is an ether cannon. So... we can actually set her up with that. Because we're not using her.
You're sending me off? And for this? You...
let's see. We can send Godfrey.
I'll do it.
We can send Electra.
Off we go!
Cosmos.
Transferring to squad.
Alright, so Expeditionist and Keen Eye. Do we have anybody that has Keen Eye? Oh.
I will strive to do the utmost best, whatever my role.
Yeah, we can send Adenine. Oh, we can also send Agate.
Don't worry.
Okay.
I'm great at support.
Yeah, let's choose her.
We are the shadow puppets, and I am the boss. Don't forget me while I'm gone. You hear?
Have fun, chaps!
Yeah. Okay, so we need another strength plus 35. I think we also have... Yeah, those strength plus 35. This is a good reason why we need to build some of these blades, because some of them are like a 35, but we just need to keep on working on those. Ether Cannon, we just sent Azame, so we could probably do this one afterwards. Yeah, but some of these other ones we'll have to get the development level up to level 5 so we can make sure everything's unlocked. So, we could probably do one of these side ones just for a little extra experience too, because it does count towards the mercenary level here too, because we still got to get that up as well. So let's just toss in
Watch your mouth.
fire, and then probably just a bunch of different ones. I don't think we have any production mastery ones. I usually don't worry too much about some of the mercenary missions. Oh, we do have one.
I won't let you down.
Napalm Wisdom. Oh, Napalm Wisdom.
You need my help?
Yeah, and for the other ones, we'll
I
just...
Time to
withdraw
affirm my
reluctantly.
existence.
I'll support you in every way.
Yeah, let's have Gorg take it. Yeah, so we'll just let them do their own thing. Yeah, because I also got to get these done too, because that mercenary level, it could go up to level 5. And we kind of need that for some of Rock's stuff too. Because the his affinity is tied to the mercenary level. And that has its own quests. We did do the part 1 with you and Zuo. But there is more to that too. So, yeah, now that we have this, we could travel back to Araya and sell these. Yeah.
Phew. That was a slog.
Okay, I'm ready to head out.
Inazuma. We're back. Who's that up? Oh, that's Electra. Or, not Electra. Cora. I don't think there's going to be anything new here. I think we've pretty much got the only ones we needed. Then again, since these also count. So a lot of these, if you're wondering why I haven't gotten these until now, they pretty much just give us, like, tips to different things that we have access to. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Because some of these we have already seen. It's really only the ones that cost more, usually tied to a quest. Greedy Monster is tied to a blade that we actually have to get to. We have to salvage for in order to get the Core Crystal. The Core Crystal Hunters, that was theory and praxis. And we actually still have a little bit to do with that. So that will be its own episode. I believe we actually got some of it unlocked because of what we were able to do with praxis. Let's just double check. Because in order to continue on with that, we have to get Praxis's affinity up to
This took a while.
at least level 3 or 4. See, here it is. Yeah, so once we have this unlocked, we go to that location, and it's in... Oh, where is it? I think it's in Araya. We have to go to the other town. We have to go to Fonsa. So we go there, and then we can unlock the next part of that quest. Yeah, so you could definitely do that in its own episode. Because it's not too much. Well, there is a little bit afterwards because it involves the characters. But yeah, I'll leave it for that episode. Because I don't want to spoil it too much. Alright, level 4. Alright, so I'm going to continue working on... I think the first thing I'll do right now, because I'll just edit some of this, I will work on the development for the other places, so we could get those out of the way. And yeah, we'll just go from there. Because like you could see, some of these places don't have one. However, some do, so I can just work on these. Yeah, because we have Etheria, Tantal, More Ardain, and Araya. So I'll pretty much just work on those in order. And it's going to be pretty boring, hence the editing. I'm just going to be buying cylinders at the level 5 and then selling them back to the places we need to develop. So I will see you in a bit, and we'll go from there. Alright, so welcome back. I completed with the development, and the next part of the farming, I did move around a bit because I was waiting for other things to happen. The next bit of the farming is some of the mercenary missions, and we use these to unlock the deeds that we could get from the shops that give us access to like movement speed increase or development ideal points by 1, stuff like that. And some of it can be a bit time consuming because of the mercenary missions. They take in-game time. I did do a couple of them. However, I kind of had a little bit of downtime, so I just roamed around a bit, fought a couple of named enemies. Didn't really do too much because I do want to show, for the most part, everything that's going on. But I did want to talk about that. So, as you can see right here, all of the places that can be developed are at level 5, except for Indol, because we lost access to that when we had gotten access to the World Tree. So, when we do the New Game Plus, that's when we can do the development for that. And how we're going to do that is with selling cylinders, which is usually pretty fast and easy to do, and pretty much just selling anything we have, chips, accessories, that sort of thing. And thankfully, I didn't talk about this earlier, when I was doing the development, I had a bit of luck because I was able to buy some premium cylinders, which make it a little bit faster, because we could buy those for about $25,000 a piece. And if you buy 99 of them, that's about $2 million. So having that amount definitely adds, it makes it faster. It makes it so much faster compared to just continuously selling the normal silver and gold cylinders. So having that fourth one definitely helps. And
Phew. That was a slow...
I think I said this earlier, how to get them to happen. You're going to have a place that's development level 5, and it's randomized. So a really quick way to do it is either doing the ends, like doing a short rest or a long rest in either Argentum or Gormont. And once we get them to show up, they show up everywhere. And you can see I did spend a few of them. I did a little bit of salvaging too. But this is going to be the way we get Indol up to level 5. So for now, we can pretty much just buy all of these, because they are as cheap as they can get. And when we sell them in Indol, we'll get the full amount, which is really nice. So that is what we're going to do with Indol. Now, the next part in the whole post-game here is pretty much just waiting in-game for the mercenary missions. And in the meantime, we could probably do some quests, because there are some missions that we can't exactly do because of the requirements. For example, let's go over to Gormont. We could check out farming tech. One of the requirements for this is that we need 2 blades with a strength of 35 plus, and so far I only have 1 of them. So the more we do fighting monsters, doing missions, quests, and whatnot, those numbers will go up for some of the blades. So that's why I kind of wanted to do some side quests in the meantime, because it will help out with, just getting stuff done anyway, because there are quite a few quests that we've kind of passed over. And in the meantime, it'll give us time to actually wait for the quests that we do have active. So, yeah, and I got a few of them in here. Like this one, I need 3 blades that have 35 plus strength. So in the meantime, while we're waiting for some of the ones that we have done or have set up, we can do some side quests. Yeah, just like some of these. Like I said before, I'll save like the blade specific ones, like surveillance, that's Azumi. I will have that in like a separate episode. But when it comes to everything else, it's pretty much like your generic quest. We run errands or fight monsters or what have you. So that is pretty much the plan now. Pretty much doing side quests, waiting for the missions that we need for the date. There have been a couple of them I have done in the meantime, so we could probably travel around and double check and see what these shops actually do have. So we could check this one. If you buy everything, then back out, then check it. It might not have it because we haven't done everything here yet, but there are some other ones that I have not bought yet. So why don't we go through the different stores, because there are a lot of stuff we're going to be buying anyway. Because of the liked items. So let's head back over to Argentum and see what we could find.
Meh. Long journeys make Tora tired.
Should be
Refresh and set off again.
yeah, like this one for example. In order to get everything from this one, we have to do the brother sister pawn quest. That one can take a little while because we have to find like a bunch of Nopon. And they pretty much talk. They talk about it, but they don't give us clues. So we just got to keep that in mind. I'll probably save that quest for later. I think we still need one more mission from that one. I believe I also need one more mission for that one. I think this one has a quest related to it. This one was with Adenine. We could buy a book that helps her in her quest, so we'll be doing this one later. The Honeycomb Sweets one is pretty easy because we just gotta buy stuff. We could probably check this one. Okay, so that's a no on that one. Let's see. I think that was it for the stores here. So we could probably probably somewhere else. I could probably check some of the Gourmand ones. Yeah, because I have forgotten which ones we needed. Because there are so many quests that we can do for these, and some of them are locked by the quests that we need.
Phew.
Like the bakery
That
over
was a
here.
slog.
There's a blade quest
Okay,
that
I'm
unlocks
ready
the
to head
final
out.
item.
Is it night time already?
Alright, let's double check here. That one needs a quest. I think Cafe Savvy needs one. We can double check. It looks like it has everything, but... Aha, there we go. Alright, so, ooh, that's a good one too. Decrease out of battle, party gauge drained by 25%, so definitely must have. Definitely a good one, because it keeps the chain gauge, like, more full, so we don't have to fight as much. So, that was good. We can check out the music shop, see what they have. Seems like they have quite a bit, so let's double check this one. Ah, there we go. Running speed by 5%. That one's also a pretty good one. And we do get a few of those, so it definitely adds up over time. Because we already had the 5%, so now we have a 10% bonus. Taylor Bakery, I already said, is locked behind a quest. One of the items that we get is from that. There are a few shops down here that we could check out. They're going to be on the other side of the bridges down here. Right over there. So, we can safely hop down, hopefully land in a good spot so we don't land in the water. And we'll be good. Alright, textiles, let's see if they have anything. So I believe... I do have a list of what the blades and characters like, so I do have that on hand. Okay, so we're still waiting for that, but I'll buy these items anyway. Same with this, I'll just buy them. Okay, so still waiting for that. Alright, so let's head over to Raya, because I believe we have done a few quests with that. There are a couple of shops in the village, so we can head over to the HQ over here. Oh, that's Cosmos hanging out. Yeah, so I will say this is worth it because of the buffs that we can get. Because some of them are actually pretty decent. Alright, so we already got those 3 right there. I believe we should be able to get this one, or are we waiting? It looks like we're still waiting. I'll double check. Okay, so we're still waiting for that one. Let's head over to Fonsa, because there are plenty of shops over there. Yeah, actually I have quite a few over here. We have the shops in the center, the game shop on... No, it's a book shop. It's on the left, and then a few on the right. Fishmongers... I think we're still waiting. Yeah, we're still waiting. Vaulty Butchers, let's check this one out. Yeah, I think we're also waiting for this one. Yeah. And bread. I got a few items, but we'll double check once again. Yeah, still waiting. Alright, so let's check the bookstore over here. Yeah, I think this one also has a couple of books. Okay, so we're still waiting for that. Waiting for some of these as well. Yeah, we are. Oh, here we go. There's one. Decrease out of home party gauge. Sweet. So that's at least a 50%. I think we did have another one, so... Yeah, we can probably double check, because we can see these in the menu. I think. They are the deeds, so it would be under this. Let me just do a quick sort. Those are contracts. Item discovery rate by 10%. Gold by 10%. Dev point gain by 1. Yeah, it'd be cool if they were actually sorted. Yeah, we do have a couple of those. So that's good. That one's definitely worth getting. Let's see, just generic ones. Got that one already. We have the antiques shop. And they have a couple of items. Okay, still waiting for that one. I don't think this one gets anything more than just 2 items. We do need a few of these. But there is another sweets shop up here somewhere. I want to say I'd already passed it. Because I don't think there's anything else over here. Yeah, I think that's it. Alright, so... Yeah, there are no shops on that side. So, let's head over to More Ardain. Because this place has plenty of different shops. Yeah, and really, when some of the later stuff, like the mercenary missions, it really just falls down to just waiting for them. Which isn't too bad.
Let's get going.
If you're busy, time passes pretty reasonably. I think we already checked that one, didn't we? We have the bookstore. Wow, that one has a lot, so this one might be available. Yeah, Thankfully, we still have a bunch of money. Ah, there we go. Reduce fall damage. Terrain damage by 10%. Or, no, correct. Just terrain damage, because there are pools of poisonous water that we can run into, so I think that probably falls under that. So, that one's not too bad to get. A couple of generic ones over there, but we got some over here. Only 3. I think this one has a couple more items. Okay, I'll check this one. Yeah, this one only. There's 3 as well. Okay, so still waiting for that. We have the hobby store. This one has a few items. Okay, so still waiting for that one. Music shop, let's check this one. Okay, still waiting for that one. Yeah, a lot of waiting. Like I said, it's not too bad. Why can we buy 10 of those? That is odd. Oh, there we go. Decrease how to battle partner gauge. Nice. Sweet. Yeah, that's odd. Why is that up to 10? I don't know why that is. It's very odd. But I won't say no to that. Butchers. Let's see how much. Oh, they have quite a bit of stuff. Yeah, let's get a few of these. And, yeah, there we go. Max booster items raised by 10. Okay. So that is talking about the boosting items that we could use to get blades. If we check out the list, we don't have it here, or we don't have any available. But I believe since we got that, it now goes up to 15, because the base amount was like 5. And I don't think there are any other shops over here. The inn is over there. And I think that's it for more Ardennes. So next one would be... it would have been Indoline, but some of these shops there, thankfully, they actually transfer over to Leptheria. So you can find some of the shops there. So we can do some of those. We can head over to the palace in Tantal and do a couple of these. Yeah, because I know some of these I'm still waiting for too, so I might as well check and see if I have done any in the meantime.
Phew! That was a slog.
Okay, I'm ready to head out.
Generic shops. Let's check out the grocer here. Fair amount of items. I think Adam's Ember Cakes Seek likes, I think. Increase battle experience by 10%. Don't mind if I do. Alright, so I have bought a fair amount of items. Let's see if we can sell anything. I don't need any common crystals. And like I said earlier, I was just running around fighting stuff, so we are going to have a few items that we can get rid of. Don't need reflect immunity because I never used it, so I'll get rid of that. And since we are looking for like the level 5 stuff, we can pretty much sell like everything else. Yeah, so these I will keep. Accessories boost strength by 30%. We could toss. We can get rid of that one too. Yeah, the avant-garde medals we can also get rid of. Same with this. We don't really have to worry about potions or anything. Quantum Scarf extends break duration with 47%. Let me wait on that. Let me double check, because I think it's Tora that has one. So let me double check and see what he has. So I think it's only a level 1. It's been a little bit since I've checked the accessories. Alright, overclocking bangle. I could get more of these, so I don't need them. Still looking for better platinum belt, I think. Some of these we could toss because we could find better ones. So let's double check the accessories. Alright, Tora, what do you have equipped? Oh, okay, so he already has a level 3. Alright, that's pretty good. So we could get rid of the level 2 in the inventory. Platinum belt was topple. We don't really need topple because I am quick on it. We really just need, like, break and launch. Still gotta find a level 3 version of that. Yeah, we still gotta find a level 3 of Holy Necklace. But yeah, for the most part, Tor's equipment is pretty much good for now. Yeah, I think we are actually just pretty good. So, I will... I'm trying to think. I could probably get rid of the Platinum Belt because we don't really need that too much. So I think the biggest one we just need is Launch, because that one is kind of a small window. So having Tyrant Ring is pretty good right now. But yeah, I think we'll also just sell these, because I don't really need them right now. So Quantum Scarf, we're gonna get that, and we'll get rid of that. These I can keep because we can farm for like bonus experience, because we could use that later on in New Game Plus, because we could use that experience to buy a couple of things. Legendary Core Crystals and Overdrive Protocols. So that will actually come in handy later on, so I will keep those. And I think... I don't know if we could get a higher rarity of those. If we could, I could double check, but I don't think we can. Alright, so there are a couple of shops up off to the side. Because I think some of these I'm also still waiting for. Yeah, and this is where we start finding some of the more expensive stuff. Okay, so still waiting for that one. Still waiting for this one. Yeah, so I figured once I get like all of the shop deeds and whatnot, we could figure out the favorite items and then pretty much work on everybody's affinity. And then get everybody's affinity up, and then after that, once everybody has like level 5 affinity, we don't need to work on that anymore. Once all the blades that I have are up there, that's when we could start doing the blade quests. So in the meantime, I could pretty much just work on the mercenary quest for now. Okay. I think it was... Oh, here we go. Patissier. So we could buy this. Yeah, we got a few items here. Okay, so we're still waiting for that. There is... Yeah, there's like an alleyway that has another couple of shops. It's not open there. I think it's up here. And there's also... I think there's up there too. There's a shop that's run by a Nopon that we could talk to. Alright, so a few items here. Oh, there we go. Decrease enemy detection range by 5%. Okay, so that one's pretty decent. Oh, so we get something for Dogus. Okay. Alright, buy a few of these. Increase capacity for lifestyle items by 10. Okay, so this one is also pretty good too. So as you saw, the amount went from 3 to 13. And this is for all of the consumables. Food, cosmetics, art, games, etc. So definitely handy to get. And it just gives us the ability to hold more stuff. So I believe... Okay, so we still have to wait for that. Okay, and we have... I believe it's right over here, so we have to climb the ladder. Oh, other side. There it is. I'll eventually find it. Yeah, so I'll double check this one too. Yeah. Alright, so what do we have left for... Okay, so 22 minutes for that one. And then about an hour. Yeah, it would be cool if there was a fast way to do these. But the only real fast way is to get the some of the skills available for like different blades we're picking. So I think this one also requires a quest. Yeah. Alright, so that was Tantal. Now we can scoot over to Leftheria and check out the shops over here. Yeah, so even though I haven't done some of the quests here, I'll also double check.
Phew. That was a slog.
Okay, I'm ready to head out.
Yeah, and in the meantime, we could also do some of the heart-to-hearts, too. Some of them are pretty funny. Aha. Increase idea point games. Okay, so that is that place. We have the textiles over here. A bunch of items, but I think we might be waiting here as well. Yeah. Alright, and over here we have a few more shops. Yeah, so Cafe Lutino, this is one of the shops that was actually available in Indal. When we were going up the staircase in the center, this was the shop that was on the right. And now we can buy the drinks here. And in order to get like the stuff from this one, the deed, we pretty much had to wait until this point because of some of the quests that are available. Alright, so I'll buy everything here just to check. And it is kind of nice that that actually works if you're buying like only one item. As long as you buy everything in the store, that's really all the trigger for it. And I don't think they have anything else. Alright, buying some vegetables. Okay, still waiting for that. And fish. Okay, so we're also waiting for that as well. There are a couple of other places we could buy from, I think, but we have to do other things. Unless I'm misremembering, because there is a multi-part quest that we have around here that involves, you know, kind of building some of the town. Yeah, so yada yada yada. He gives us a regular mercenary mission, so we can just go through that. Yeah, I think store-wise that is it. Yeah, and everywhere else there isn't one. So, we can probably double check. Because this will tell us as well, too. So we have 2 more. Yeah, to go. Yeah, either way, we're going to wait. Alright, so while we're waiting for, especially that second one, 53 minutes, why don't we head back over to, let's pick a different place and do some of the side quests. Or we can probably check some of the ones that we can do. I have 2 available here, but I kind of want to make these their own thing. The Electra one's going to take a little bit, because in order to completely do that one, we have to increase her affinity. With the Praxis and Theory one, we can do that now, because technically we did get an unlock for the next part of that involves Theory, because of Praxis's affinity. So if we actually double check her, we can see the unlock for it, which is this. Go to the Royal Guards Barracks, which was in Uriah. And we complete that quest, and that's how we do the next part of the Blade quests. So, technically, we can actually do that now. What is Fierce Deluge? Yeah, so even though I couldn't, like, unlock this one specifically, it's still available, so I'll still be able to do that quest. And some of these other ones. Yeah, so I'd be able to do some of these other ones too. So that's really the plan with the Blade quests themselves. Pretty much just making their affinity up to like level 5. There are some exceptions, like Rock, for example. I talked about this way back. In order to get his affinity up to level 5, we have to do the mercenary main mission, so to speak. And we pretty much continue on so that we increase the rank. So once we hit level 3 for the mercenary group, we'll get his level 3 affinity, and then so on and so on. And he also does have an affinity one too, but it's like way... It's somewhere else. It's on here somewhere, so we'll double check. Because everybody usually has one. Yeah, right here, increased trust. It's a 3,800. I wonder if there's another one. Tiny one with 1,300. What about... Okay, so the highest one is just the 3,300. But yeah, with blades like Rock, there are usually like quests that we need to do in order to increase the affinity. Yeah, because with Electra, in order to get hers, we have to get up to level 5. And that's when we could do the Lord of Thunder training. That's pretty much her side quest. So it'll be much easier to get her affinity up first, and then work on this quest. So that is pretty much the plan with the Blade-specific quests. And like I said before, I'll make those like their own episode. Like, I'll make Electra's quest its own episode. Pretty much start from when she gets the level 5 affinity to the end of it. And same thing with Nim. Once I get her up to level 5, I will do her quest with the Phoenix Linguistics, and then do all of that separately. So each one of those will be like its own episode. So, why don't we try... Let me travel around a little bit, because we could do some of these side quests. There was one that we did start way back when we actually started it in Morardan. We talked to an NPC that we actually met in Gormont. He became a soldier, and he was working on... he was working on the job, and he ended up finding...
Refresh and set off again.
Yeah, he was in the, what was it, the hot springs, and like a body was found, and then, yeah, he was working on that. So we could probably, why don't we continue that? Because I believe there was more to it. Yeah, because it's still available. So, why don't we head back up topside? Because they should still technically be there. So there's definitely more to do. We can ignore the heart-to-heart. Yeah, so Jack is still here, so I think we have to talk to him again. What if she has a family? Must be worried sick. We can talk to his blade. Master, do not lose yourself in sentimentality. There is still investigating to be done. Is there anything else that's prompts? Oh, do we have to check her again? Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, so we needed Morag to continue it. Oh, okay, that's why. Do you recognize her, Lady Morag? I do. Her name is Sandra Ariscon. She was a senator. A senator? Oh my. Indeed, her husband also sits on the Senate, as I recall. This is bad. This is a major incident. I don't think I'm qualified to... Sir, I need help here. Take her body to the HQ and get a field surgeon to look after her. Yes, ma'am. Oh, and I guess someone needs to tell her family. Leave that to me. If you're sure, ma'am, it must be difficult. I'm accustomed to it. What an unhappy thing to grow accustomed to. Yeah, fact. Okay, so we needed Morag to continue that. So, what is... Not that one, because we need the other one. Let me set up the quest here. Wrong one. So we can automatically do that. So, activate. Yes. Alright, so we got to travel here. Looks like we're going to go to the palace itself. So why don't we do that? Dock 2. Okay, so let's look right here.
We're here.
Let's get going.
Alright, pretty sure. Yeah, here we go. A lightning blade. I need the help of a lightning blade. But does a blade with such power even exist in Moradane? Oh, oops. This is Electrus. My bad. What can I help you with here? Wow, you certainly look like a fine, strong blade. I'd rather you didn't stare. Sorry. It's your power of lightning that I'm after. Oh, I'm not sure if I can help you there. I don't have very good control over my energy, you see. Ah, that's no problem at all. I just wanted to help me test the insulating armor I'm working on. I don't need to hold anything back. Just give it a full-on blast, and we'll see how it holds up. Well, if that's all, I guess I can give it a shot. So I don't know... Wait, I have to aim it at you? Well, yeah, there's not much point otherwise. Don't worry, I'm quite confident in this armor's insulating ability. Give me everything you've got. I should probably try and hold back at least a little now.
Let me. Use my power.
Okay. Alright. So, thankfully she couldn't do it. No, I can't do this after all. I have the courage to aim my attacks at an innocent person. Yeah, so she's not quite ready for that. Okay, so I do have to remember that.